your name, Lord. There really is nobody like you. You were there. You were there. You were there. Even when I wasn't there for you, you were there for me. Even when I didn't show up, you still showed up for me. I may not have everything I want, but I got life, health, and strength. I'm breathing. I'm living. I'm empowered. I'm standing. I've got the activity of my limbs. Come on, wake up in here and tell him how good.
Hallelujah, Father. Hallelujah, Father. Glory to your name, Father God. Glory to your name, Father God.
All night. Take your seats if you can. We're going to move through this really quickly. And I don't want to spend my time wrestling in the atmosphere. I'm going to do what God says, and we're going to let God have his way. Can I ask you something, sis? I just want to encourage you. Listen, I'm not one of those that's bothered by babies. I got 3 of my own, all right? So I want y'all to stop stressing out about the babies. They all right. They fine. They not distracting me. She all right. They not distracted. They're not. We just going to have church. Is that all right? We're going to do what God. And see, that's a trick of the enemy. I learned that when God is moving, sometimes the enemy likes to stir stuff up in the atmosphere. They all right. They're babies. They had to sit for 2 hours and listen to us grown folk talk. So just let them be babies. But I want to thank God particularly for this atmosphere. I give honor to God. I'm saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost, in case you didn't know. I thank God for the pastor of this church. I want to celebrate, first of all, this community for allowing the doors to be open. I've been crying out as I've been preaching everywhere. I've been saying, God, if we would just have agenda-less services, if we would just create an environment where we could just simply come into the house of God, give you glory, and begin to praise your name, and then let you do whatever you want to do. I think a whole lot of people would know who God is a lot better than we know him now. Come on, are you with me? Can I get just a little more? Is there a way to get a little more volume in this mic? And so I said to God, I thank you for this. When she called me and told me that this was a testimony service, I was so excited. And I know how it is. We stopped doing this because some of us don't know how to testify. I get it. And you end up leaving more depressed than you did when you came in. But I thank God because I heard so much tonight that confirmed exactly what God told me to do. And when you are predestined to be somewhere, I want you to understand that God set you up for your greatest breakthrough tonight. I don't care how long you've been saved. I don't care if you came in unsaved. I don't care what your situation or circumstance is. You can actually push that back. If you are here, it is because God intended for you to be here to get something that you did not have. Come on, are you with me? To get something that you did not. And I'm speaking to myself even as I'm speaking it to you even now. Because all of us are trying to figure out how to walk and live this thing and get it right. Am I right? Amen. And God sent me here with an assignment to tell you how to break the spirit of stagnation. Come on, are you with me? Because it's one thing to have a testimony. It's one thing to talk about what he did, but what do I do with what you did? I want y'all to wake up and talk back to me, otherwise it's real long. It's one thing to understand who God is. But the biggest question that we face is, what do I do with the God that I know? Is it just me? Okay, maybe I'm preaching to myself. You can teach me about God all day long, and I can listen to you testify. These testimonies were good, but when the service is over, how do I continue with God? What does my path look like? What is it that I'm supposed to understand about God that I did not understand when I came in? And so God says, tonight I want to answer your questions. Y'all got to learn how to get excited and catch those bullets when they go out. I know you're tired. We've been listening to 2 hours of talking. I don't have no arguments, but I need y'all to wake up in here and catch this. Because here is the reality. God said something to me and it blew me away as I was asking God about this new assignment that he has me walking. He said, the problem with the church is they really don't know who I am. And I said, what do you mean we don't know who you are? And what are we doing every Sunday? He said, what we have is these colloquialisms, the stuff that we throw out, just leave it on the altar. Come on, you know the stuff that we say in churches, particularly in churches that look like us. We have all of these colloquialisms and we tell the young women, come on, keep yourself and don't do that. We tell the young men, don't do this and don't do that. But we never teach people what the process looks like.
All right.
And so we have these moments where you are in and when you are out. And I want to encourage you because I heard some of you were up here and you were saying, I don't understand, I want God, I'm in and I'm out. Let me tell you something, you're going to be in and out for the rest of your life. Okay, y'all don't like that. I talk to you up here, listen, because I know, I got saved at 7 years old. You hear me? I am 40 years old now and I'm still in and out sometimes with God. That don't mean I backslid, but you're never going to get away from walking process. And the enemy is a lying, stinking oppressor who will make you feel like every time you mess up or have a wrong thought or a bad situation that you are the worst person in the world. And God says you are actually right where I need you to be. Because if you never make a mistake, then you'll never know me as God. And we got to stop preaching so hard on sin and start talking about process. So he says tonight, we're going to be reset. We're going to be reset. You all right? I want you to do something for me. Put your hand on your chest. Do it only if you need it. I'll explain it in a minute. Put your hand on your chest. Tell God, make me your proof. I got some strong soldiers on this side. I know y'all got my back. Put your hand right here and tell God, make me your proof. Make me your proof. Make me your proof. Make me your proof. Because I found out I've been in church all my life and I never really learned God until really about the last 3 or 4 years. Because I've been serving and I knew how to shout. If you put the key in E flat, I could tune up and I could go in until the Lord said to me, you still don't know me. You don't love me. But you don't have an experience enough to really be able to want me. And I used to think that I had to be as old as my mother in order to have these experiences that they were talking about. And so I pretty much just live my life every day, day by day. Come to church, do worship, do what they tell me to do, try to be good, And I thought the experience will come as I age. And I found out that the experience comes with your yes. The experience comes the minute that you tell God, I give my life to you. The experience of who he is begins. So you ain't got to walk until you're 65 years old to really figure out who God is. Some of us are complaining about the stuff I'm going through. But can I help you? If your life is not wrecked, you don't know God. If you don't feel stupid and alone and rejected and isolated and messed up and broke and struggling, you really don't know who God is. If you never had a moment of I'm ready to give up and why am I existing and why am I even here, then you really don't know who God is. Because those are the questions that rise up in the soul when you begin to figure out who he is. If your life is spent shouting, you are wasting your time. It's in the places where we get to the point of I really want to commit suicide. It's in our darkest hours. When you get the diagnosis on the surgery table and God says, don't be afraid. Those are the places where you come into knowing who God is. And I want to say to you, because you are like me, you have questions. Why did I have to go through that? Listen, I was molested from 4 to 13 years old. By family, not by strangers. And I was raped at 14. And I sat on the surgery table to have an abortion at 14. And I said to God, why don't you just kill me? When they performed the abortion, make the knife slip. And let them just take me out. Because I was so tired of being abused against my will. My father died, my mother worked, my grandmother was just evil to me. Never even called me by my name. She called me whore. That's how she addressed me. And she beat me daily just because she felt I had a sexual spirit I didn't even have. And she was speaking over me. And so from a child, from being 5 years old, it was like, why am I here? And here's the thing. I knew I was called to preach at 5. I knew that I had it in me. But my whole life was a cataclysmic disaster. And when my mom got married, this is no disrespect, I've since forgiven him. But when my stepfather, the only father that I knew, decided to turn his affections toward me, and make me do things I won't be graphic about, but that no child should do. And I'm in church and y'all telling me to shout. I'm in church and y'all telling me, come on, clap your hands. Why am I clapping my hands? I'm not excited about being here. You're calling him God the Father. Come on, I'm talking to somebody. And the only father I knew was abusive, so I ain't praising nobody's father. Come on, can I be real for about 20 minutes? Just listen, we came to testify, right? And then my life was a cataclysmic disaster. Raped at 14, another abortion. So I just decided, forget it, I'm just going to be loose.
My God.